Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about the 10 ways that you can make some extra cash. If you find this video helpful, please throw a thumbs up down below and let's get straight into it. Number one is going to be the obvious, which is Uber, Lyft. Either one of those, you can definitely make some easy extra cash if you have a vehicle. If you are not a fan of picking up people, some people that own cars and that want to make money and they want to do Uber and Lyft, but they just don't want to pick up pedestrians and have a stranger in the backseat of their car. I totally get that. You can also try to do Uber Eats. My boyfriend does that on the side to make some extra cash. And it definitely works out if you don't want to like talk to people that much. You just want to get their order, like their food order, and you can just bring it to them and that's it. The way to make extra cash with Uber Eats is a lot different than actual Uber, because I do go with him sometimes. When he's doing Uber Eats orders, I'll go for the ride with him, kind of like keep him company. When I go with him, I kind of like study the mission. You're definitely on a mission, but I study it, and I've noticed that you do make a lot more money with Uber Eats than actual Uber. I mean, I don't know what state you guys are in, but in Boston, a lot of people order out. A ton of people order out. And if you go at the peak hours, which is like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, if you go like breakfast, say peak hour is like 6 to maybe 7 or 8-ish, you can make some extra cash around those heavy hours because you'll have a ton of orders to pick up. Same thing goes for like lunch around 11, 12-ish, maybe 1. And then you got your dinner from 5 to like 7. So those are easy ways if you own a vehicle to make some extra cash. Along with Uber Eats, you also get tips. And I know you get tips with regular Uber as well. That is that, and it definitely works out. And also, a little reminder, when you're doing these certain driving apps, go to busy places. Do not just stay in your hometown where mostly everyone has a car in your town. You gotta drive the distance. If you live 30 minutes or 40 minutes away from the actual city, where people always are taking taxis and things like that, drive there, because then you're gonna make the most money. Number 2 is selling apps or even having a yard sale. Now, I know this from personal experience. I downloaded Mercari and Poshmark around 5 to 6 years ago. When I was getting into this minimalist lifestyle, I decided to sell all my unused makeup. It was all sealed. I started selling my clothes that I wasn't into anymore, my shoes. I had a lot of stuff to sell, needless to say. And I made a good $3,000 in 1 month. You gotta hustle. You have to make the pictures look nice, things like that. But along with Mercari and Poshmark, you can make extra cash on those by selling online. But if you do not want to do anything like that online, then you can also have a yard sale. And there's also apps called like Letgo. You can advertise like your yard sale with Letgo, because I've seen that in my area. Like people will post up a garage sale at certain streets from Saturdays 1 to 4, and they'll post like all the stuff that's at the yard sale. Just think of that. If you guys have a lot of junk in your attic or basement, or if you are converting to a minimalist lifestyle, maybe sell some of your stuff for some extra cash. And also, when it comes to jewelry, with selling like any kind of old jewelry that you have and it's real, pawn it. Go to K&A Jewelers, go to the mall, any jewelry store around you, and just, you don't have to give them the necklace or the rings right away. Ask them, what will you offer me if I give you this? And most like jewelry places will tell you a price right offhand. It's best to just sell your real jewelry at jewelers instead of selling your real jewelry at yard sales, because you'll get more for your buck. Number 3 is going to be a little different, and this is for my creators out there, or my vloggers, bloggers, and this is called affiliated links. Now, a subscriber told me this back when I had like, I want to say like 10,000 subscribers. She told me, you're always suggesting products on Amazon, why don't you create affiliated link? And I was like, what is that? And then I started looking into it, and I realized that whatever I tell you guys, which you guys are always asking me, Kira, where'd you get your necklace? Where do you get your toothbrushes from? I go through Amazon. Well, I always purchase from Amazon in general. With me using affiliated links, you can also get paid for it. So I am making a good $100 to $200 extra a month. It does vary. It's more of a long-term extra cash way. Like you only get paid once a month from this, from affiliated links. But if you are constantly using products and you are a vlogger or a blogger or whatever, then definitely sign up. Either, I think Target has it, I know Amazon because I have Amazon affiliated links, but yeah, so if you want to look more into that, just Google it. That's what I did. I think there's some videos on YouTube as well with it, but you can definitely make some extra cash. We're just telling people where you bought your stuff, and it's basically like you were giving out like free advertisement, and now you're getting paid to advertise the stuff that you love. I know it's kind of weird for a minimalist to say that, but that has definitely helped me out with the extra cash. Number 4 is for all my animal lovers out there, and that is pet sitting or dog walking. There are tons of amazing apps when it comes to those. There's an app called Dog Walking, and there's an app called House Sitting, and I personally haven't tried them, but I have watched YouTubers that have tried them because I was thinking of doing that, but I'm like, I don't know if I'll have the time. But I was thinking of doing that when I moved into here, so that's why I did look it up. But when it comes to dog walking, house sitting, if you love animals, then it's technically like you're getting paid to do what you love. And of course, who wouldn't want someone that loves animals watching their animals while they're on vacation? So I don't know, if you guys are into all of that, then check it out for yourself. Number 5 is use your skills and charge for them. Now what I mean by this is that if you are a painter, say you love to paint and you've been painting and helping people paint their apartments for the past 6 months, but you don't get paid for it, maybe it's time to start charging a flat rate. Whether you charge them through Venmo or Cash App, use any kind of those apps, and basically become your own boss. Never give out your skills for free, because that's how you will lose in the long run. I've listened to tons of podcasts with business people. They never give out their skills for free. If they were great at fixing computers, they would always find a way to charge, and they will make money off of what they know. So yeah, never give your skills out for free. Your best way is to just charge a flat rate. Basically become your own boss. It's 2019. We are all becoming our own bosses nowadays, I feel like, especially with YouTube, with creators, Instagram. It's fairly easy to become your own boss nowadays. So I would have to, if I would have to recommend one app to get money fast, I would have to recommend the Cash App. I did have Venmo, but I felt like it was too Facebooky. So I switched over to Cash App. So if someone owes me money, they'll send that money through Cash App, and then that's it. You just get that money right away, and it goes straight to your bank account. You don't have to wait 2 days, nothing like that. You get it right away. So just think about this next time. If someone ever asks you, hey, I remember you fixed so-and-so's iPhone, can you take apart mine? My camera's not working. Maybe charge for that now. Start charging for things like that. Charge for the skills that you know, because I'm pretty sure other people are doing it. Number 6 is huge, and this is where the money comes in, and that is plowing and shoveling for the winter time. If you guys do not have snow, then you're actually really lucky. When it comes to Massachusetts, we get a ton of snow in the winter. Needless to say, we got our plowers and shovels and all that ready to go, but I noticed one time that my sister's boyfriend was plowing Burger King and McDonald's parking lots, because he was charging a tiny bit less than what they were going to hire a company for. So that's what he does. And the same thing goes for other people. Like, as for my job, they will ask us to shovel or to do anything outside, and they'll pay us extra. So if you have a truck, maybe put a plow on it, buy a used plow, and be available when those snowstorms hit. If you live in an area where there's a lot of old people and no one can shovel their sidewalks, maybe charge like $20 to $15 to shovel the sidewalks, each neighborhood sidewalks, or the driveways. I see that a lot in my neighborhood. Number 7 is your typical old-fashioned side hustle, which is babysitting, but we're a little modern nowadays, and there is an app for that, which is called The Bump. And basically, people that need a babysitter right away, you have to get a background check, things like that on there. But if you have a clean record, then maybe you could try babysitting. Again, if you like kids. I know kids aren't for everybody, especially when they're like 2 years old. They're a little rambunctious. I would know firsthand because my nephew is 2 and he is crazy. I barely can handle him. I'd rather watch my 6-year-old niece than him any day. I love him to death, but that age is just nuts. But if you guys love kids and you feel like you would be great at babysitting everyone else's kids, by all means, go for it. I'm sure families would love to trust somebody and to find someone to babysit their kids, especially in the world we live nowadays. It's really hard to find a trustworthy person that's going to be great to other people's kids. So if you are that kind of person that would want to watch someone else's kid, maybe try out the Bump. I've heard great reviews about that app, and these are the apps that I've actually just researched just to make sure they were like legit. Number 8 is very similar to what I said before, which is selling clothes, but this is different. If you are great at sewing, my best bet for you is to go to the thrift store, purchase items that needs a little bit of fixing, and then resell them for more. Of course, this doesn't work for everybody. You have to have skills with sewing or redesigning, but if you are a fashionista, or if you're into fashion at all, and you love to fix clothes, do that. Trust me, I've seen tons of people on Poshmark and Mercari and Let Go and all the other apps. When I was selling, they were reselling thrifted items, which they revamped it. They made them look not even like they would do like before and after pictures. They would do like a random t-shirt and they would make that t-shirt into a dress, and people were going crazy over it. So I don't know, it's just people pay more too for handmade items. So if you don't feel like making a dress or anything from scratch, go to the thrift store, revamp some of that stuff, turn $5 worth of clothes, and you can make probably $500 with that $5 you spent. Who knows? The possibilities are endless when you are fixing clothes from the thrift store. And you also are helping the environment because you're fixing things that can be resold instead of just adding things into the world. Number 9 is dishwashing and waitressing. Now, this is something that I do on a daily basis, and the reason why I added it to this list for easy money is because it's exactly what it is. It's easy money. It is a little overwhelming sometimes because there are a ton of hours to pick up. Nobody wants to do dishes. That's why people are always looking for dishwashers, because nobody likes it. For me, I don't mind doing dishes, but I feel like I'd rather do waitressing than dishes. So even in my case, I'd rather not do it. And we're still constantly trying to look for a dishwasher. But there is someone out there that loves to do dishes and that won't mind picking up an extra 30 hours a week or 40 hours a week. Heck, even at my job is an extra 50 hours a week for dishes. It's crazy. So definitely look at your local restaurants. Look at your local nursing homes. There's dishwashers there too, and waitresses, because you know the elderly people need to eat. So just keep in mind, look in the paper, look anywhere that you guys look for jobs, because I guarantee you'll get hired like that. I'm not trying to say that it's the easiest job in the world, but it's easy to make money because nobody wants to pick up those hours. So you'll definitely get your foot in the door without a problem. And number 10 is going to be the last thing, and that is to become a content creator. This is not for everybody. I honestly thought it wasn't for me either. For me to sit down, get in front of a camera, even looking at my old videos, I used to talk so slow and lightly, and now finally myself, it took me a while, but I didn't know you could make money. So I will be honest with you guys, ever since my YouTube channel has kind of blown up in my eyes, we're literally almost at 70,000 subscribers, and I just can't believe it. I'm making a lot more money now than what I was making before when I had less subscribers, because now I'm getting more views. This is insane because when it comes to being a content creator, whether you're doing YouTube, Instagram, people get paid a ton of money for Instagram. Instagram is a little bit complicated because you do need a Facebook. That's why I don't get paid for Instagram, because I'm so against Facebook, but that's just my opinion. But there's tons of other apps and other ways to get paid for just stating your opinion, showing your life, or just giving some ideas to other people on how to decorate. You can get paid for it. I know it's not the easiest way to make some extra cash, but it is long term, because you definitely need to hustle. I'm not gonna lie, when I first started my channel, I wasn't making nothing for the first year. I didn't even know there was such thing as making money on YouTube. So when I started doing YouTube for the second year and I made like $500 in 1 month, I was like, no freaking way. There's no way this is true. So anyways, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys how the YouTube money works, but I do want to suggest that if you do not mind being in front of a camera, if you love to do makeup, if you love to do fashion or decorate, record that. If you love to do DIYs, record it. I'm pretty sure there's people out there that would love to watch your content, and you also will get paid for it eventually, trust me. But yes, I do want to also say thank you for subscribing and watching my videos. So thanks to you, I'm able to make some extra money with being a content creator, and maybe you guys can do that as well. So there you guys have it. Those are the 10 ways to make some extra cash. I really hope this video helped you out. I know there's something in here for everybody, that's why it's all different little things. I didn't want to put all the same categories in here. I wanted to mix it up. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to leave you on that note. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.